In the heart of the African savanna, a colossal figure lumbers through the tall grass, its massive frame casting a long shadow under the relentless sun. But this is no ordinary elephant. It bears a horrific wound, a grotesque reminder of a battle with nature that has left it scarred and suffering. The gaping hole in its side, a festering wound, is not merely a mark of injury, but a gateway to a dark world of infestation. As we draw closer, the sight becomes more disturbing. Snakes, slithering and writhing, have made this majestic creature their home. The very thought is enough to send shivers down the spine. These serpents, often hidden in the shadows, have taken advantage of the elephant's vulnerability, burrowing into the flesh and creating a grotesque ecosystem of decay and disease. The snakes, primarily of the constrictor variety, are drawn to the warmth and moisture of the elephant's body, finding a perfect breeding ground in the open wound. As they feast on the elephant's flesh, they introduce a cocktail of bacteria and parasites, further complicating the creature's plight. The wound, once a mere injury, has transformed into a festering pit of infection, attracting even more scavengers and opportunistic species. The elephant, a symbol of strength and majesty, now stands as a testament to the brutal realities of survival in the wild. This infestation is not just a tale of horror, it is a reflection of the delicate balance of nature. The snake. In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways under the relentless sun, a creature of ethereal beauty roams, a white lion, a rare and majestic symbol of nature's splendor. But today, this magnificent beast is not the picture of grace and power that one might expect. Instead, it bears a horrific wound, a grotesque reminder of the darker side of life in the wild. The lion's once pristine coat is marred by a gaping, festering barnacle wound, a sight that would make even the most hardened observer recoil in horror. This is not just a simple injury, it is a gateway into the grim realities of parasitic infestation, a world where life feeds on life in the most grotesque of ways. As we draw closer, the details of this wound become painfully clear. The barnacle, a crustacean that typically clings to rocks and ships, has found an unlikely host in this regal predator. It has burrowed into the lion's flesh, creating a grotesque bulge that pulsates with the rhythm of life. The barnacle, with its hard shell and spiny appendages, has established a stronghold, feeding off the lion's blood and nutrients, leaving behind a trail of destruction. The wound is not just a physical affliction, it is a breeding ground for bacteria and other parasites, a veritable buffet for opportunistic organisms that thrive in decay. The lion, once the apex predator, now finds itself in a battle for survival against an enemy it cannot see. The infestation has attracted flies, their larvae wriggling in the open wound, a macabre dance of life and death. Each day, the lion grows weaker, its strength sapped by the relentless assault of these parasites. The barnacle, in its grotesque glory, is not merely a parasite, it is a symbol of nature's cruelty, a reminder that beauty can often be accompanied by horror. Parasites, in their myriad forms, are nature's ultimate survivors. They have evolved to exploit the vulnerabilities of their hosts, often leading to debilitating conditions that can result in death. In the case of our white lion, the barnacle has not only compromised its physical health, but has also affected its social standing within the pride. A weakened lion is a target, and the once mighty ruler of the savannah now faces the threat of being ousted by younger, stronger competitors. In the heart of the African savanna, where the golden grass sways gently under the relentless sun, a chilling tale unfolds, a tale that intertwines beauty and horror, life and death. Meet the white lion, a creature of ethereal grace, its fur shimmering like moonlight against the backdrop of the wild. But beneath this majestic exterior lies a gruesome reality, a horrific wound that tells a story of suffering and survival. This lion, once a symbol of strength and nobility, now bears the scars of a beehive infestation, a grotesque reminder of nature's darker side. As we delve into this unsettling narrative, prepare yourself for a journey that reveals the fragility of life and the unexpected horrors that lurk in the natural world. The white lion, a rare genetic marvel, is not just a creature of beauty, it is a predator at the top of the food chain. Yet, in a cruel twist of fate, it has become a victim of an infestation that would make even the most hardened of hearts shudder. The wound on its flank, a gaping hole, is a testament to the relentless assault of thousands of bees. These tiny creatures, often overlooked in their importance to the ecosystem, have turned into a nightmarish swarm, invading the lion's territory and, ultimately, its very flesh. The hive, once a bustling community of industrious workers, has transformed into a weapon of destruction, leaving the lion in a state of agony. As we examine the wound, we see the aftermath of this invasion. The skin is raw and inflamed, a grotesque landscape of red and yellow where the bees have burrowed in search of warmth and shelter. Their stings, a painful reminder of their presence, have left the lion in a state of distress, its body racked with pain. The bees, driven by instinct, have created a hive within the lion's flesh, a grotesque symbiosis that speaks to the harsh realities of survival in the wild. This is not merely an infestation. It is a battle for dominance, a struggle for existence that plays out in the most brutal of ways. The science behind this phenomenon is as fascinating as it is disturbing. Bees, known for their role in pollination and honey production, can also exhibit aggressive behavior when their hives are threatened. In this case, the white lion, in the heart of the African savanna, where the sun blazes down and the air is thick with the scent of earth and life, a chilling tale unfolds. Picture a leopard, a creature of grace and power, prowling through the tall grasses. But this is no ordinary day for our feline friend. As the camera zooms in, we are met with a sight that sends shivers down the spine. A horrific wound, a gaping hole in the leopard's side, oozing with a grotesque mixture of blood and pus. This is not merely an injury. It is the aftermath of a brutal encounter with a swarm of bees, a testament to nature's darker side. The leopard, once a symbol of stealth and beauty, now bears the marks of a battle lost. The wound is a festering hive of chaos, a gruesome reminder of the relentless power of the natural world. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scene, we discover that the bees, those seemingly innocuous pollinators, have turned into a nightmarish infestation. The leopard's fur is matted and stained, a stark contrast to its once pristine coat. The buzzing sound, a sinister symphony of thousands of tiny wings, fills the air, creating an atmosphere thick with tension and dread. But how did this majestic predator find itself in such a dire predicament? The answer lies in the complex web of life that exists in the wild. Bees, driven by instinct to protect their hive, can become aggressive when threatened. In this case, the leopard, perhaps drawn by the sweet scent of honey, ventured too close to the hive. The bees, perceiving the leopard as a threat, launched a full-scale attack, their stingers piercing the leopard's skin, injecting venom that causes excruciating pain and swelling. The once proud hunter is now a victim, a stark reminder of the fragility of life in the wild. As we observe the wound, we see the aftermath of the bee's assault lieutenant. The area is swollen and inflamed, a grotesque landscape of angry red flesh and yellowish pus. The bees, undeterred by the leopard's size, have made their home in the very flesh of this apex predator. They burrow into the wound, feeding on the necrotic tissue, creating a living hive that thrives on the suffering of its host. It is a macabre dance of life and death, where the line between predator and prey blurs in the most unsettling of ways. The infestation is not just a physical ailment, it is a psychological torment for the leopard. Each movement sends waves of pain coursing through its body, a constant reminder of its vulnerability. The once mighty hunter is now reduced to a mere shadow of its former self, struggling to survive in a world that has turned against it. The bees, in their relentless pursuit of survival, have unwittingly become the architects of the leopard's suffering, a dark twist in the tale of nature's balance. As we explore the implications of this infestation, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable truth about the interconnectedness of all living beings. The bees, often celebrated for their role in pollination and ecosystem health, reveal a darker side when their survival instincts kick in. In their quest to protect their hive, they have inflicted unimaginable pain on a creature that, just moments before, was at the top of the food chain. It is a stark reminder that in nature, the rules are unforgiving, and the balance of life is often maintained through suffering. But let us not forget the role of humans in this intricate web. Our encroachment into natural habitats, our relentless pursuit of expansion, has disrupted the delicate balance that once existed. The leopard's wound is not just a result of a bee's sting. It is a reflection of a world where animals are forced into conflict with one another and with us. As we continue to alter landscapes and invade territories, we must ask ourselves, what price are we willing to pay for our progress? The bees, in their quest for survival, have become a symbol of the chaos that ensues when nature is pushed to its limits. In the end, as we watch the leopard struggle, we are left with a sense of unease. The dark humor of this situation lies in the irony that the very creatures we often overlook, Those buzzing, stinging insects can bring even the mightiest of predators to their knees. Perhaps the moral of this tale is that in the grand tapestry of life, every thread is interconnected, and the consequences of our actions can ripple through the fabric of existence in ways we cannot begin to fathom. So, the next time you find yourself swatting away a bee, remember you might just be interrupting a very important meeting between nature and its inhabitants. After all, in the wild, it's not just survival of the fittest, it's survival of the most unexpected.